So the first thing that we need to do is, okay, where do we put all these experiences, skills, information together to integrate them? Well, these are called knowledge integration approaches or knowledge integration platforms. And if we think in terms of a city or an eco-city, that is a city that is engaged in the process of transformation towards sustainability, to develop options, first we need to integrate different things, and I'm not going through all that, but you will study yourself the keywords that I'm giving here on the slide. But you have research, you have needs, you have ideas, you have data from sensors, you have computer modeling, and you have different projects from practice. Now, if you want to organize knowledge, you may come up with something like that, which I produced in collaboration with my team. And this is a knowledge map, a cluster analysis of the topics that matter for urban sustainability. And we call it Urban Sustainability Nexus, the Urban Sustainability Nexus. How do we produce that? Well, we started from the idea that you have all these interactions. For example, you go into the reports on research and on business, and you see a lot of researchers and businessmen talking about the, for example, water energy nexus. How water and energy are so much interrelated that they cannot be taken or understood or managed separately at the level of the system. So you have to map these interactions. Of course, this becomes harder to manage, but if you don't understand the correlations, you don't even have a chance to manage it. So you have to start with understanding what is going on. But if you take a closer look, you realize that there is more than the water energy nexus. There is an energy transport nexus, a landscape transport nexus. Transport structure depends on how the geological conditions of the city are, and so on. And there is a landscape and water nexus. Sorry. And there are many interactions like that. But the point is, some of the topics stand out from the crowd. You can cite here 100 topics, I'm sure, but these four, they are so interdependent with each other that they cannot be taken separately. That is the landscape, water, energy, and transport. And because of that, what happens in this interaction determines what happens with the rest. And here I cite the other issues selected in our cluster analysis, and that is starting from top clockwise: security, population, buildings, climate, and that's our highlight, waste, health, leisure, and food. Other topics exist and they're related to that. If you don't map these correlations, you have no chance of understanding, so you don't have any possibility to create solutions. That's an example how a knowledge map can look like. And you produce it through cluster analysis, which can be qualitative, based on your review and experience, or can be modeled by computers too. If you place this urban sustainability nexus into a general model of urban metabolism, which is resource input, urban metabolism in the middle, and then city livability, the conditions in the city, and the waste, the output. If you put that in the middle, that you obtain what we call an extended urban metabolism. And in that metabolism, you have some research related strictly to the flows of water, for example, in the city. Yeah, counting methods, computing models, or on energy, or on different substances, or on information. Now, put that together and you obtain an extended model. If you want to transform that into an operational protocol, then we obtain what we obtained, and that is a sustainable community reference model in which we integrate this reality of sustainability systems and sustainability filters that I've shown you in the previous slide. If you look on the bottom left, and again left on the inputs, you see the filters there. and then in the end you obtain the parameters of the city. The point is not to go into details, but the point is to say these knowledge maps in relation with models, which themselves can be represented as knowledge maps, can help you understand the situation so that you can see what you can do about it. And in the end, your purpose is to develop some protocol scenarios and so on. Oh, that's enough then for this lesson today, and as individuals study the same idea, like with the first lesson. What I changed here is just the recommended reading. It's another article that is on transition management. That's in addition to the hyperlinks that you have in the slides. And of course you can find more yourself, and we can talk about it. So, until the next one.